Okay, so I was talking to somebody about the differences of transitioning now in relation to when I transitioned about 45 years ago. I've already made a bunch of videos about this, but then when I was talking to them, something popped into my mind that I don't think I mentioned before. Generally, today people are encouraged to transition socially first. To transition socially means to present differently in the world. I think both professionals and non-professionals today all agree that it's probably best to socially transition before you start to medically transition. Well, when I transitioned 45 years ago, there were no professionals telling us anything, and the only advice you got from anybody was from other trans people. Well, when I transitioned, I flipped the script. I started taking the medications years before I presented socially. I started to take hormones, I grew my hair out, I went to electrolysis, all before showing up anywhere during the daytime in a dress. Talking specifically about daytime, at nighttime, of course I dolled up. It wasn't that I kept my transition a secret. I told everybody. In the beginning, rather than looking for things that looked good on me, I just opted for an androgynous look. An androge. Leggings or skin-tight jeans and a long shirt that covered a lot, and some of those funky shoes that they sold at Trash and Vaudeville. As a matter of fact, the whole outfits that I was getting was from Trash and Vaudeville. Over time, the androgynous rocker look morphed into something like Edie Sedgwick. Eventually, I had to add a vest to the look because I couldn't hide the girls anymore. By the time I put on an A-line skirt and a tight sweater, I was already a B-cup. I remember thinking to myself, that went well. Good job, girl, because not many people freaked out at all. I had built up a huge clientele and I was very busy, and I thought, great, I'm safe. Then I decided that it was time for me to start to get some surgeries. After I got some facial work, I decided to put the before and after pictures on my mirror. My clients seemed to be pretty happy about it, but I did notice a little something going on, but I couldn't put my finger on what it was. It was after I decided to turn those full B's into D pluses that my clients started to really disappear. I started to see them in other people's chairs, and that didn't make me happy at all. A couple of my coworkers also started to have a little problem with it, with me. I even heard that receptionists were sharing their opinion with my clients when they were trying to book appointments. It was a really tough time, but I remained undeterred. Over time, I built my clientele back. I was promoted to salon manager, which was the first step into becoming the vice president. One of the first things I did as manager was write a training manual for the receptionists. Included in the manual were scripts, some to-dos that included not to speak about the hairdresser's personal lives and share your opinion about them. I worked in an upscale hair salon in the middle of New York City. The beautiful clients, models, actresses. It never would have worked if I socially transitioned first. Maybe because of the change of sequence in the way that I did it, I remember my transition as being filled with a lot of support and encouragement, except for that one small blip. Your transition is yours. Do it the way you want to do it.